You're canceled. A popular phrase that has resurfaced on the internet, specifically social media, for the last 7 years. This cultural phenomenon has been accumulating ever since. Each week, I hear about a music artist, actor, or influencer receiving backlash from something they said recently or in the past. I hear stories about famous people who have said or done things which are deemed problematic. The common people, those who are not famous, end up trying to decrease their platform in some way. I'm a double major in communications and sociology, so studying how people shape and are shaped by society through language and culture is an interest of mine. The reasons that cancel culture is a free speech issue is unless there is a clear or present danger, no imminent intent to overthrow the government, and if society views an expression of an idea offensive does not mean that the government cannot protect the individuals under the First Amendment. According to one speaker, Jasmine Ayakulo from TEDx Youth stated that cancel culture in its early days was used to call people out when they said something prejudiced. However, this evolved quickly into misinterpretations occurring, which then leads to jumping to conclusions. Actor Chris Pratt saying his wife does all the work in the relationship was meant to be a joke and was taken too far by many Instagram users, stating that he is reinforcing uneven traditional gender roles in the relationship. In the case Yates versus United States says that speech is protected unless there's a clear and present danger, and in this case, there was none of that. No imminent intent to overthrow the government, this landmark decision, an example of cancel culture, is not enough to say that it is a free speech issue. And no imminent intent to overthrow the government was in the landmark decision of Fisk versus Kansas in 1927. The speech from these public figures is not a governmental issue unless the words or actions cross the boundaries of this decision. Madonna was banned from the Vatican in 1989 for her Like a Prayer music video because there was a black saint burning crosses featured and the stigmata on her hands. Misinterpretations of the meaning of the video ended up spreading like wildfire throughout the entire country and the world. According to the article, 34 years later, Madonna celebrates her once banned Pepsi commercial, which had this song featured on it, condemned from the Vatican. She did not display a clear or present danger by featuring the burning crosses. And they symbolized in the video of the ritual of burning a cross before the KKK would lynch an African American. According to her speech to the Vatican in 1990, that if you believe that I cannot perform my show, that means you, the Catholic Church, does not believe in freedoms of speech, expression, or thought. Society viewing an expression as offensive does not mean that it violates that individual's First Amendment rights. Nobody got physically hurt or threatened, but many were displeased in this case, along with this has to do with the activist Gregory Lee Johnson burned an American flag to protest the Reagan administration. Another example that relates to this is Irish singer-songwriter Sinead O'Connor ripping up a picture of the Pope on live television on Saturday Night Live. Rolling Stone magazine on October 6, 2023 recalled what she had said in the past of saying that O'Connor is a protest singer, not a pop star. Quote, everyone wants a pop star, see? But I am a protest singer. I just had stuff to get off my chest. I had no desire for fame. In fact, that's why I chose the first song, Success. Success was making a failure of my life because everyone was already calling me crazy for not acting like a pop star, for not worshiping me. For not worshiping fame. Rolling Stone magazine, Sinead O'Connor recalls SNL Pope for a new memoir. Many people were offended by this action. Madonna and Joe Pesci expressed their disapproval of this action, and her career plummeted after this act, one of the only public figures that was successfully canceled. After this, not many people heard of her again. Cancel culture is a free speech issue in this case because people can take things out of context, along with having people feel like they cannot express their true ideas. But that does not mean that if they do something that's offensive, such as saying something racist, misogynistic, or homophobic, it does not mean that they should not expect ridicule from certain communities or others that are allies of those communities. Unless there is a clear and present danger, there is an issue or imminent intent to overthrow the government, and if society perceives symbolic speech as offensive, it still can result in the government protecting that individual's First Amendment rights. What is important to know is that everybody has the right to free speech and voicing their opinion. However, ridicule may be a result of this as well.